We learned in the previous segment that theologians have debated whether the individual members of Adam's race are made up of 2 or 3 parts. Those who hold to a trichotomous view believe that we are comprised of a body, soul, and spirit. Those who hold to a dichotomous view believe we are composed of a material and immaterial part, an outer person and an inner person. Suffice it to say, we have an outer self, a physical body, that relates to this world through the 5 senses, and an inner self that relates to God and is created in His image. Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 and 27 state, "Then God said, 'Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth.' And God created man in His own image. In the image of God He created him. Male and female He created them." Being created in the image of God is what gives us the capacity to fully think, feel, and choose. After God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, Adam was both physically and spiritually alive. The physical life we inherited from Adam is best represented in the New Testament word bios. Bios describes the union of your physical body and your immaterial self, your mind and will. To be physically alive means the soul or soul spirit is in union with your body. To die physically means that you separate from your temporal body. In the Bible, to die means to be separate from, and to be alive means to be in union with. The Apostle Paul said, "To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord." 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8. But obviously, who you are encompasses more than your physical body, because the body is left behind when you die physically, and yet you will be present with the Lord. Although your principal identity is more than physical, in this life you cannot exist without your physical body. Your immaterial inner self needs your material outer self to live and function in this world. We also inherited from Adam the capacity for spiritual life. Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, "Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day." He was referring to the spiritual life of the believer that doesn't age or decay as does the outer shell. To be spiritually alive, characterized in the New Testament by the word Zoe, means that your soul or soul spirit is in union with God. And that is the condition in which Adam was created, physically alive and spiritually alive in perfect union with God. For the Christian, to be spiritually alive is to be in union with God. And this spiritual life is most often conveyed in the New Testament as being in Christ or in Him. Like Adam, we were created to be in union with God. But as we shall discover later, Adam sinned and his union with God was severed. It is God's eternal plan to bring human creation back to Himself and restore the union He enjoyed with Adam at creation. That restored union with God, which we find in Christ, is what defines who we are as children of God.